for the Grand Prix. A lot of you were out and about enjoying the festivities, because the roads were closed, so all the people got to enjoy it, to look at the cars up close.
A nice walk to get there. One thing that is special about the Grand Prix, and through the years, we've been talking about the noise from the city right here. The noise of the cars.
Hear it this year.
There were some changes in the engines, Joanne, so the sound was not the same. I have to say, I was there at the race yesterday, and when you're up close, it is thrilling and it's loud. But a lot of fans
were
want
disappointed.
More. There were some disappointments there, of course.
Can I say, I didn't hear the sounds from the cars at the Gilles Villeneuve track. What I did hear was a bunch of guys who must have put holes in their mufflers because they were driving really slowly in their souped up cars, and all I heard was
beside your house.
I'm like, oh my, you are not a race car driver. Okay.
So, of course, I mean, the Formula Ones, they're a different breed of cars, and it's so spectacular
a different breed of
to
people.
see them go, the drivers as well. And yesterday, the winner, of course, from Red Bull. What an exciting race towards the end there. Daniel Ricciardo, he won his first Formula One Grand Prix. He's such a nice guy.
They keep talking about his million-watt smile. Yeah, he's not bad to look at either, ladies.
And listen, it's a busy and tough year a little bit for Red Bull with these changes in the engines now. They're struggling a little bit, but right there you see the face of a winner. He got
24 years old, Australian. Listen,
and they had a good time. Sebastian Vettel, his teammate, was third, and it's funny because they sort of compare them, and Vettel being the sort of meaner one, if you say, and this one being the really nice guy.
They make these archetype characters, so there's like a villain in this one?
Well, apparently
on every team?
No, not on every team.
Okay.
Maybe.
So is it a proper tension? Like, how do we know that he's the mean one?
No, these two. But listen, Sebastian Vettel, his teammate.
Yes.
He's been world champion 4 years in a row. And now, changed the engines. The Mercedes team really leading the pack.
Can I ask you something? Why did they change the engines? Do we know that? Was it just
there was to save fuel consumption and change that? So smaller engines. I mean, the cars still go just as fast. The spectacle is the same. They look.
But you wanted to hear that sound. Well, you should have come around my house. Then you would have heard all those guys in their.
I'm actually happy
cars.
because when you are at the race, you used to need to wear the earplugs. I didn't have to do that this year. For me, I mean, I still really enjoyed what it was, the sound, the race itself.
And always a good time for the city, like even financially speaking, because there's so many tourists coming in, so they spend money at the hotels and at the restaurants. I think in general, even if you're not a fan of the Grand Prix, you can understand that it brings a little something to the city, you know?
Great news, it is locked in to Montreal Formula One Grand Prix coming back for the next
signed the deal.
10 years.
Did they sign it like this?
It is done, Joanne.
The deal is done.